Hello and welcome back to Seaside Garage. A couple of weeks back I went to the MOT with the Trabant and there was some issues with the brakes, with the lighting and with the engine being really hard to start from time to time. And I actually lost motivation quite a lot that day, and I drove this to my local storage and put it in and thought, I'm gonna forget about this car for a while. But that didn't last long, because a couple of days later I started thinking about it again, and even though some stuff were wrong, it's really not that bad in my opinion. So I am motivated once again to work on this car. I'm pretty sure that the starting issue, even though I was talking about it being related to maybe an air leak from the crankshaft seals, which is common on these engines, I actually think the main issue is a weak spark. Remember, I have not done much to this car, and the coils look very old. I bought new coils. So I think that will actually solve that issue. The other issue is the brakes. I tried to fix the rear brake adjusters. That didn't work. Now I actually got hold of new brake adjusters, so I'm gonna install them and adjust the brakes. The tires also had some cracks in it. I thought it would be okay, but the MOT man didn't like it. Therefore I bought new tires. I'm going to attempt to put them on myself, which is most likely going to be a struggle and might not work even, but I'm gonna try. And then maybe next week I can go to the MOT again. So I'm gonna get back to working on this car. And I'm actually really happy to see it again. I was really tired of it, but now I'm ready. Let's get to work. So here we have the tire machine. It is, as you can see, not mounted to the floor, and I think that is going to be a massive disadvantage, but I'm not gonna try to, well, I think about making a mount so I can remove it, because I will rarely use this, and I can't really put it up against the wall, I think, because that will defeat the purpose of this, because of the way you use it. So if it works, then I might make some holes somewhere in the garage so that I can mount it and take it off. But what I have done right now is to put this bar in, and this, I think this was supposed to act or to work on air pressure or maybe hydraulic pressure. But the guy I bought it from, that I also bought the Princess from, built it into a manual device. He bought a new machine because this is no good at bigger rims or aluminum rims, because apparently I think I should expect to scratch it up quite badly, but it doesn't matter on the Trabant because, well, it's a Trabant. So let's try. The first thing I'm going to do is to remove the valve. So there is a tube inside of the tire. The new tires that I'm going to put on are tubeless. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to leak air, but we'll see about that. One thing is they are not, maybe not really built for tubeless, and the other thing is that I have never tried this before, and chances are that it's going to go wrong. If this works, then I'm going to save around 15 euros per tire. That's not a lot, but it's a little bit. And the most important thing is that I really like to do stuff myself. I really dislike having to go to a shop to get stuff done. I would like to do this myself. And I know this isn't going to be an effective way. It's not going to be the best way. The balancing of the tire that I'm gonna do afterwards is not going to be precise. I know all that. This is a Trabant. It will be perfectly fine. And this is my hobby, and I can't really see the point in making other people do my hobby for me, so I want to do it myself. So now I'm supposed to put this on the ledge down there, and then this on the tire there, and then using pressure And because it's not mounted, it's going to be a bit difficult, but I should be able to push the tire off the rim. Yeah, I think that worked. And then turn it around to push it off all the way around. And then let's flip the tire to do the same on the other side. Like that. So next up, I think I'm going to put the tire on and make these catch the outside of the rim. And then using this, I can clamp it onto the device. At least that was the way I think he told me to use it. Like this, and then spinning it in, I guess. And then I should be able to get this gigantic tire iron, homemade, underneath there. And then getting it over the ledge like this. Then I'm going to use the tire iron just to get it a little bit. This is where I'm going to scratch the rim badly, I guess. Yeah. And then I'm going to put this tire iron Whoa. Now I think I can take this one out. No, wait a second. Maybe I can just push it around this bar. Oh, it's a bit tough when it's not mounted. Oh yeah. Slightly difficult when I have to stand on it to not make it spin, but it's working. Brilliant. Now I think I'm going to try to see if I can get the inner tube out. That is out. And then, like this. Oh yeah, of course. Then I can put this one into right there. Maybe the other way. Like that. And then just spin it around again. I'm not gonna say like that, because it's a bit more than just like that. It is working though. And if this was mounted to the floor, this would be a lot easier because I could grab it out here instead. It's working brilliantly. It's slightly tough. Now I'm going to clean the inside right here and right here, the sealing surfaces and where the valve is mounted for surface rust, because it's going to seal there now. It wasn't before. And then I'm going to install a valve, and there is a special tool for that I don't have. So I'm going to try gently pulling it with this one, like that. Whoop! And then I'm going to put some of this tire mounting paste on the side. I'm not sure that is necessary. I think maybe it's necessary to put on the tire side, on the tire, but I'm just going to put it on this as well, because I have no idea what I'm doing. And then I'm also going to put that paste on to here. And no, this is not a guide. You're just along my own journey trying to make this work. So this could be a completely wrong way to do it. But if you're watching this, that means that I survived at least. That's a good thing. I can't really see a better way to do this, but it seems a bit... Yeah, there must be a better way. I just can't really figure out how. That was one side. No wonder that people were stronger back in the days, because this is easy work using, or at least it looks rather easy using modern day machinery. I haven't tried it, but this is not only slightly dangerous, but also pretty hard. Like that. It's getting there. It's on. Do. I done something. It's holding pressure. All 4 tires are now on the rims, which is nice. It went pretty straightforward. Now I started to balance them. As you can see, this is not completely in balance up here. I can see that it needs a bit of weight over here. Of course, I can't see if it's on the outside or the inside, but I'm gonna balance the amount of weight that's needed, and then it won't be precise, of course, but it will be good enough. So the weight that I took off was pretty much what's needed, and a 20 on the inside. Now it's pretty much in the middle, but look at that weight. It's massive, 70 grams. Pretty much no matter what I do, it's going to shake because it is a Trabant. So I think this will do. I will do the balancing on the rest of them and then continue on the rear brakes. So I disassembled the rear brakes for the 3rd or 4th time, I think. And I removed that adjuster that I tried to fix in the last video on this. That didn't work. Now I have a new one that I'm getting ready to install. As you can see on this side, it is now fixed. There is a new one right there. I just bolted it on, and then I put a spot of weld right there to just keep it from coming undone. And there we go. It is now mounted back up. Still need to adjust it, but I can put the drum on now. I also turned the springs around because one of you commented that I put them on wrong in the previous video. I did it just the way it came off, but apparently it was wrong, and it makes sense because with the springs on the outside, it can actually collapse outwards, and it can't do that now, so it should be good to go. It just needs to be adjusted. I'll do the same on the other side, and then that is done. And now it's all back together with nice new shiny rubbers. And if I pull the handbrake, it is no longer able to turn at all. So that's good. I have done what I want to do to this car today. New tires, new brakes, everything is nice. And most importantly, I'm quickly falling in love with this car again, because it's such a fun car. It is such a historical vehicle, and yeah, I'm looking forward to driving this around. So thank you for watching. Remember, you can support me on Patreon if you like, and see you in the next one.